You are listening to Lagoon Radio.
This is Lagoon Radio.
Onídúró mi ẹ ṣeun. Kóńtà. Onídúró mi ẹ ṣeun púpọ̀. Onídúró mi ẹ ṣeun. Onídúró mi ẹ ṣeun púpọ̀. Ó jẹ́ ènìyàn ló dúró mi wọ́n ti mọ̀ sí ẹ̀kọ́. Onídúró mi ẹ ṣeun. Ọlọ́run o. Onídúró mi ẹ ṣeun. Onídúró mi ẹ ṣeun púpọ̀. Ó jẹ́ ènìyàn ló dúró mi wọ́n ti mọ̀ sí ẹ̀kọ́. Onídúró mi ẹ ṣeun. Onídúró mi ẹ ṣeun. Ẹ ṣeun púpọ̀. Ó jẹ́ ènìyàn ló dúró mi wọ́n ti mọ̀ ṣe o. Onídúró mi ẹ ṣeun. Ọlọ́run o. Onídúró mi ẹ ṣeun. Onídúró mi ẹ ṣeun púpọ̀. Ó jẹ́ ènìyàn ló dúró mi wọ́n ti mọ̀ ṣe o. Onídúró mi ẹ ṣeun. Ẹ tóbi o bàbá ẹ mà tóbi o. Tóbi o, ọba tí kì í gbàgbé tẹ́lẹ̀, ọlọ́wọ́ gbọgbọrọ, afúnimọ̀síregún o, ẹ tóbi o, ẹ tóbi. Ẹ tóbi o, bàbá ẹ mà tóbi o. Ẹ tóbi o, bàbá ẹ mà tóbi o. Ọba tí kì í gbàgbé tẹ́lẹ̀, ọlọ́wọ́ gbọgbọrọ, afúnimọ̀síregún o, ẹ tóbi o. Ẹ tóbi o, bàbá ẹ mà. Fèyí f'Olúwa lóyin Jésù lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́. Ẹ tóbi o, bàbá ẹ mà tóbi o. Ọba tí kì í gbàgbé tẹ́lẹ̀, ọlọ́wọ́ gbọgbọrọ, afúnimọ̀síregún o. Ẹ tóbi o. Ẹ tóbi o. Ẹ tóbi o, bàbá ẹ mà tóbi o.
All right, ẹ tóbi o, bàbá ẹ mà tóbi o. Tùgbàgbà.
Ọba tí kì í gbàgbé tẹ́lẹ̀.
Choir mistress.
Ọlọ́wọ́ gbọgbọrọ.
Choir mistress.
Choir mistress Koinsola.
Yes, okay.
All right, this is Lagoon Radio broadcasting live to you from Marina, Lagos, and this is launching everyone into the afternoon drive show for today being Monday, 25th day in the month of October. And I think that's the last, Naomi is blushing. That's the last Monday in the month of October. It's not easy. It's not easy to see the last Monday in the month of October. You think it's easy. Go and cook beans. No be beans. Yeah, it's been God all the way. My name is Simidele Oke, and I'll be hosting the afternoon drive show for today. Let me adjust my clothes. I'll be hosting the afternoon drive show for today, you know, on that hand. And on the other hand, Koinsola is here. Koinsola Alaoke's Glam, aka birthday girl, girl. Yeah, she celebrated her birthday over the weekend on Saturday precisely, but I'm vexing she not give me cake.
Not the one that, but I think that said that she knows what to ask calorie.
That's rude. Excuse me. Then I also have with me in the studio Dominic Max Mommy. Hey!
Yes.
You prefer the Max Mommy?
Yes, now.
Please, in case you need to see Max, just walk into Lagoon Radio. You're gonna see Max. We'll bring
It's a
you
beautiful
Max.
boy.
Beautiful puppy boy. Also with me, Abigail, like Abigail Nena Mba.
How you doing?
Is it Nena Abigail Ba or Abigail Nena Ba?
I'll put it anyway, but in case it's probably writing a check to me, it's Nena Abigail.
But your initials get as a bill. Nena Abigail, that's NA, not applicable.
How?
NA,
Not applicable.
Nena,
Wow.
Nena
For a
Abigail
check,
Mba.
not it's M now. It's Nam. Not
No,
applicable.
Nena.
Nam. Oh yeah, it's Am.
Ne, is it name? Name. All right, you're welcome. Don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms: Facebook at Lagoon Radio Nigeria, and on Twitter and Instagram at Lagoonradio.Ng. And you can also visit our YouTube channel at LagoonTV in case you need to place faces to those beautiful voices you're hearing in our studio. Okay, and what other? Okay, for more news update, Lagoon.News as well. And our website is still www.LagoonRadio.Ng. There are times when I start calling this W, I'll be like, I've already called up to 4, or I think it's 3. We are safe. We're in safe hands. Okay, the time is 9 minutes past 2 p.m. and we'll go on this music break and we'll be right back. Stay connected to Lagoon Radio. Don't go anywhere.
Listening to Lagoon Radio. You are listening to Lagoon Radio.
Salo sopa ni baba o. Ta ló sọ pa lóluwà jẹ́ kọ́rí gbò. Bàbá ń bẹ̀ lórí wa. Óyá bàbá ń ṣe bẹ̀bẹ̀ nínú ayé wa o. Bàbá ń bẹ̀ lórí wa. Everybody.
All right, you're welcome back. Babam Che Bebe. Babambe, Babambe. I don't understand. Koinsola is a Yoruba teacher and as a choir mistress in our midst. Okay, nobody wastes anybody's time in a relationship. True or false? Naomi. He sure come. She never experienced it. Like, nobody wastes anybody's time in a relationship. Like, if you're in a relationship, maybe 3 years, 5 years relationship, 6 years, even 10 years relationship, and the thing later crash landed, like it crumbles or crash. Maybe the cement expired.
The Dangote cement was not strong enough.
So now, is it that nobody wastes anybody's time? The guy did not waste your time, you did not waste the guy's time.
You don't waste your time because you obviously learned some things from that relationship. At least going into your next relationship, you know what to do and what not to do. You know it's more like a guide. So it's not wasted. Probably wasted emotions, but you learned one or two things from it.
Wasted body count.
Abigail,
That's between you and your sister.
Abigail, over to you. Is there anything that is wasted?
It's wasted, you.
E.g.,
Time is the most priceless commodity. Somebody gave this, share this called analogy and analysis. Somebody shall give one description like why time is the most important commodity today. He said, okay, no, he said why goat, ram was more important those days, why they used to kill it, right? He said because when God asked the Israelites to sacrifice something, the reason why they used to sacrifice ram was because sheep rather was because in that time that was their most priceless commodity.
Yeah.
That was what was most important to them, was what had more value to them, right? And then over time, in our generation now, what is most important to us is our time. And if you can't give God your time, it means you don't have something valuable that you're giving to God. Now, after you've given God your time, the remainder of it, you now give to one guy. I will give to one gear. They now do. It did not work. You have wasted time. You can't get that time back. You're saying there are some experiences that you don't need in life. There are just some things you should not be experiencing. It's not everything that is for you to see. You see, you sometimes just need to hear those things, learn, and you move
on.
You don't have to experience it personally. So you're wasting time. You're wasting.
At some point,
Sorry,
how will you know
If you experience, you can't determine what you
what you
experience
experience,
or
what you meet?
You can't. You're not in control of that.
You see, it's the fact that a lot of times we are usually in denial of what we're seeing. Because we're always hoping that okay, give me one more
Benefits of things.
Don't throw
give me one
stones
more
in the
week.
glass house.
Give me one more week. I'm saying you my full chest. If you know, used to say give one more. Let's just before you look back, 7 years have passed. You're like, what happened? You get. So usually there are always things that you see that you know your spirit that this thing does not go well. But sometimes you say, oh, we're getting old, or let's just see. And from let's just see, you're wasting your time. I'm talking to myself, but no problem.
Koinsola, what do you have to
Anyways,
say?
For me, time is money. And time invested, like if I'm with you 5 years and there's nothing meaningful as part, you're not even telling me okay, I'm future is awaiting. It's time wasting, don't deceive yourself.
Did you
Why would you be in a relationship for 5 years, even if it doesn't lead to marriage? So you're saying you won't develop yourself in that 5 years?
Definitely you will.
So
You'll be
yes,
developed.
that emotional part, yes, you break up, but there's no way you will say you're with someone for 5 years and it's a waste.
Hold on. Did you see?
That means it is you as a person. It is you as a person.
Individually, it actually boils down to individuality. If you look at if you weigh the options, I'm not going to want to go
because the
the
time you would
other
have
way.
been with that person,
Honestly.
you could have been with somebody else.
I said
What
even
do you
someone else, you'd have been doing something much more.
No, so why can't you
being
be
in a
with that
relationship
person
doesn't
and
stop you from being.
doing
That's what
and
she's trying to
developing
say.
yourself.
You tying your life around one person and saying no, that one doesn't make sense.
Doesn't
But it's the
revolve
fact that
around
you
that.
could have been experiencing a better life with somebody
someone else.
Now, I don't know whether you saw one guy that tweeted something that his present girlfriend actually thinks he will end up marrying her. That he's just managing the girl
because he hasn't found this time.
So that kind of
because
thing
he doesn't
now
have
is a
the
waste
money
of time.
to maintain. So that girl now is looking at a poor guy, and she's probably the one feeding him. And in her mind of mind, she's like, "Let me, struggle with him.
Let's see how it
build.
goes.
Let's build." She's not gonna play that she's pouring cement inside basket. It's not.
But the guy,
it's not gonna
time.
catch.
the guy even said he would have no problem if the girl should leave him for someone better, because he is going to leave her for
He's
someone better.
literally
He will do that.
So he's living off the girl. So why are you wasting her time? If you know this lady is putting in her money, her time into your life because she
Sure the girl
hopes.
doesn't know.
I'm gonna forget that one that is blurred, that is
For
colored.
you
to say it
to
like
write
that.
it out, that means the girl knows.
No, for him to say it
And
like
then she's
that,
still wasting
it
her
means that
time.
he knows the girl is probably hung up on him, and she thinks that if she keeps doing these things,
Something
it
will
will
come
end
out.
up.
It's just his way of breaking up with the girl.
So
now.
a lot of people already know that no matter what you do for them, they won't be with you at the end of the day. They won't choose you at the end of the day. So that in that sense, you're wasting that person's
Don't
time.
try it with me. I have village people.
Whoa, I'm not.
Whoa. Oh God, go and ask. You been inside Coke bottle. Don't try it.
Oh my
Or
god.
granite bottle.
You be on the Iroko tree.
Anyway, let me just get it commented. There's actually a write-up here supporting the motion that no one has wasted anyone's time. Like nobody wastes anybody's time in a relationship, and the write-up is actually supporting the motion. But to me, I can't support the motion because I feel that once we start dating, I would know where he's heading to. Yeah, then I should be able to make use of my head, make use of my heart, and make use of my mind. I shouldn't make use of my eyes. You understand? And there are some comments here.
So I think I like to believe that it's not every relationship you enter you have the mind of getting married to the person.
Sure.
Some relationships are just to help you improve yourself. Some
Yes.
relationships are just there to help you build your confidence.
Yes.
So so it's not
No,
everybody.
the relationship.
If I date for 5 years, you might not be the one for me.
So why dating in the first place?
You might not be.
If I'm in secondary school, we've been dating
That's
from
a different scenario.
SS2.
But
Now
talking
I
about
finished
two
uni.
adults.
Even when we talk
Sorry,
about
chill.
adults, it's not
Like,
every
it's not
adult
every
that
it's
know.
not every relationship
no,
It's
You
not
just
even every
said
adult. It's not every
Eh,
adult that
eh,
know what they want
Don't
or
worry.
what they
God
are
don't let us
driving
jam
at.
those type of adults.
Definitely.
That doesn't necessarily
It's an
they will treat you bad or they will maltreat you in the relationship. You don't necessarily have to be abusive or anything. No, it's not necessary. You might just see that it's just not working out for both of you.
Then you leave. At that point, it makes
leave.
sense.
Then you
it's
leave.
when one of you recognizes that this thing is not working, but for
You are
whatever
still
reason,
forcing
they
it.
keep you
then,
there.
Then, like I said, it's an individual thing.
Like I
Yeah,
said,
that's
it
the
boils
same
down
thing.
to
Wasted the person's time
individuality.
now.
It's still time
See,
wasting.
that's the thing. See, if I'm done with it and I've told you, okay, we're not going to marry,
The fact that
and
they're
you,
holding my
and you,
hand.
you still think, and you still think, you can't hold that, you can't hold that
He
against.
said if the person
can't
has
hold that
told
against
them,
the person.
was saying in
So it's not
situations
time
where
wasting.
the person doesn't
So it's
know
not
that
time
this is
wasting
how this
anymore.
person feels about
It is
them.
time wasting if an
It
adult
is. It is
doesn't know as an individual.
If
that-
you, okay, hold on. They
When
are
you already
casual.
know.
Hold on. You are saying no. What if you?
I
don't
said
know?
when you
Let me
already
just
know.
tell you.
There are casual
Personally, what I feel.
relationships, right? Where okay, no expectations. You guys are just
It's not-
rolling.
It's
That in
not-
that one,
that's
there are no
different.
expectations.
That's different.
You're not discussing future. You're just living in the moment.
Flex.
But when you're in hell, you can flex whatever. But when you get in a relationship with somebody and you verbally tell this person at some point or the other, these are the things I want. Do you buy into it? I bet yes, we do buy. Okay, let's move on from there. You've created a vision, right? There is now a goal, right? The end point of such a relationship is no longer casual. Whether you are officially cutting or not, this person now has the mindset that this thing will lead somewhere, right? When you have that mindset, there are a lot of things you start to tolerate. I'm not saying whether you like it or not. There are just things you just let go or you take because you know what. Patience, this will lead somewhere. Compromise comes in, right? Meanwhile, if it was a casual relationship, what I compromise, I'm not going to sit down somewhere. Don't stress me. You get, right? Now, when one of the two parties, okay, realizes that I really won't spend my life with this person.
And the other is now.
In that point, if you tell this person, babe, I'm sorry, I realized it's not working. I had these visions, but I've come to realize it's not it, right? It might be unfair. You have still wasted that person's time, right? Because the person had.
There's no two ways about it.
But in that sense, the person now knows, right? And they can go and. But you now realize, no, it's not going. But maybe she can cook. Maybe she's one that is come and do weekend food for you. I don't have any other option for food.
And do laundry.
You now, because of that reason,
Retain her.
you retain her.
And pay her
When
on
you
part-time
know in your
basis.
heart of hearts,
That she's not the one.
she's not the one. That's God will punish you. That's wickedness.
And there are some instances whereby even both adults themselves, they don't really
Sometimes it's girls that used to do these things to
like
guys.
what Naomi said, you must have something that you are gaining from relationship aside the whatever. Something like you are molding each other. That's what I mean.
Yes, that's.
But there are some people that even in a relationship there's no benefit.
Then why in such relationship? If you can, apart from that,
Some people
apart
is
from
love
that
now.
emotional-
It's hope, it's not
apart
love.
from that
Love and
emotional
hope,
connection,
exactly.
there should be something
So
else.
that
there.
is
There's
that
something
is
else.
where we
Either
come with
spirituality
educate younger ones going up that jump into relationship from secondary school. Like there should be a basis for you, like being in a relationship with somebody. Because I hear people like my cousin, for instance, she was in a relationship at this thing, like 18 in secondary school, and like I can't remember, she dated someone for 5 years, and I'm like, in secondary school, what are you gaining?
You have time.
Oh, there's some people. It works for some
it's
people.
worked.
It
You
works
have
for
time.
some.
It's even better that way because I feel like in that space of dating young, right? You're not in a rush. You guys
You
are living
understand.
and growing, right? It's when somebody I reach 25. You know, the pressure from society, from family, and everything. You now decide to waste that person's time. You think it will be okay for you? No, it will not.
Well,
Not.
Okay, now as I was saying, as I was saying, okay, once you're in a relationship, whether for whatever reason, you must be able to open all channels of your system, your head, your brain, your heart, your mind, your thoughts, your everything. Because some people actually, they might actually be in a relationship with you because of their own selfish interest, like because of what they stand to gain from you, and they don't want to have anything doing with it. Like they don't have anything to offer you. And once you start seeing that break light, then your head should be able to tell you that, oh, I shouldn't continue with this. I should opt out. I should walk away. That's just so we have some comments here. Yeah. Someone said some people actually do, especially ones who don't have good intentions. Like what Abigail said, there are some guys that they just want you to come once they see that you're good at cooking, you're good at house chores and all that. They just want to keep coming, and whereas they have
Sorry to cut you. I remember this. It's not today that I know great people are heartless. So I had this family friend / uncle kind of situation, right? So once we used to go to the house and go, because they have money, the house is fancy, it's fine. We used to go to the house and go and chillax. There were 3 ladies. In one day, I met 3 of them. Now, in his mind, between him and his friends, they had one that they all knew he would marry. The other 2 had different purposes. But each of them all were hoping that he would marry them. In one day that I came to that house that day, I met 3 of them. They all came at different times to do different things. To do 3 different work. One came to cook egusi soup. I ate. One came to cuddle. We were watching TV.
How is it the one wasting their time now?
Do they know that there are more than one? Oh. And then the way he relates to each one, me, that I was still small then, even me,
You were
It
shocked.
shocked me. I was saying teenager, we used to go there like chill, uncle that has a fine house, all that kind of things. One came in the morning, I don't know what I did, shower in the room. That one came, she don't cook lunch for us, egusi soup, clean, wash. After we ate, she didn't wash plates. And she picked back and go. The way it was bugging her, the kitchen was touching, helping, doing this type of thing. But they all knew. And who he married last was not even among the 3 of them.
Hey,
you know, the painful thing is when male friends are together. They have this.
Don't try me, Nick. I don't want
me.
you must be careful of that
Especially
thing.
when they are now over.
Yes, the karamo is plenty.
Plenty. You should know that
They start doing it. I think that
Oh
guy-
wait, don't stress yourself. Don't stress yourself.
Do that.
Guy, you are
Go tell
cheating.
her, no, you be our wife now. It's like this.
Just
See, if you
just know
mess
your
up,
guy
come
is
let us
cheating.
know.
Just
If you
know
mess
he's
up, tell us. We go.
cheating.
I have another funny comment here. Someone said, yes, you should see signs, and if you choose to
But you
ignore,
see signs and wonders.
and if you choose to ignore, you lose as Man United lost to Liverpool.
Yesterday was not funny for them. Yes.
Please, I'm a Man U fan, really.
CBN
Like,
tears,
I'm a Man U
premium
fan, really,
tears.
but please, we move. Despite all odds, we move. Please, just leave us alone, because I'm still thinking of how to rock my customized jersey anyway.
Anyway, they win on that day.
No, yeah, you live to win another day.
Unless you're Arsenal, but every other club. I don't say anything.
Abigail,
Ma?
if Arsenal fans catch you, Arsenal fans, in case you need to speak with Abigail on this show, please call our studio
They are
line.
the ones that used to see all the color of red flag in a relationship. There was this thing. Anyway, so, yeah, it's all good. Sorry, they'll bounce again.
Yeah, we'll come up again. We'll bounce again. Don't worry. It's just on show mo look be yeah. Ni si pẹ̀lú oku ẹ na.
Why for it?
I'm not performing. Excuse.
Translate what you just said.
He's doing the side of the deceased like that, but they cannot bury you cannot bury her with the corpse now.
That's it.
No, like when my daddy died now, they're calling me Omoloko. He's just doing me like, oh, my daddy have died, I'll be crying.
So
but they cannot bury me with him now.
Okay.
Oh, Omoloko Bene and Isikpe come for Yoruba tutorial. All right, let's go on another music break. We'll be right back. This is another one from Patience Ozoko. We actually discussed this
Music?
before. Yeah, music break.
Patience Ozoko.
No, we're going.
That's what I heard.
Abigail, we're going on another music break and we'll be taking this one from Patience Ozoko. We actually discussed this before the start of this show, and we'll come back right back to channel our energy. After channel our energy on wasting time on relationship.
You are listening to Lagoon Radio.
Jésù nìkan lóye, èmi nìkan lóye lóye, èmi nìkan lóye. Kò lè yé ẹnìkan, kò lè yé anybody, will never understand. Ìdí tí mo fi bàbá. Listen now. They don't understand. Kò lè yé wọn. They can never understand. Kò lè yé wọn rárá. What the Lord has done for me. Ohun tó ló wá ṣe fún mi o. Only me understand. Èmi nìkan lóye. I will raise my praise. Mo máa yan Olúwa o. I will raise my worship. Mo máa gbé Jésù mi ga o. Because what God has done for me. Ohun tó ló wá ṣe fún mi o. Èmi nìkan lóye. 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 Kò lè yé ẹnìkan. Kò lè yé wọn. Kò lè yé wọn rárá. Kò lè yé wọn. Ìdí tí mo fi yí bàbá. Jésù nìkan lóye. Èmi nìkan lóye. Èmi nìkan lóye. Kò lè yé ẹnìkan. You help me to finish this one. Ìdí tí mo fi yí bàbá. Jésù nìkan lóye.
All right, are you grooving right there? Hope you're enjoying the music from Laolugbenjo, Jesu Nìkan ló yé, kò lè yé ẹnìkan. Laolugbenjo, it's not Benga. It's Benjo.
Oh, carry me to dance.
Yeah, Benjo, Benjo. Okay, and the time is 2:30, and you're still connected to us live at Lagoon Radio, broadcasting to you live from Marina, Lagos. And hope you've been enjoying our gist. Anyway, like I think we actually dwelt a lot on that relationship thing, like as the thing they do people, now so they. Hallelujah, somebody. Okay, Abigail, this question is for you. This question is for you.
If you want to talk to me directly.
Directly.
Don't go through the corner.
Squeeze
Don't go through the
me.
corner.
I'm talking to you and Naomi.
No, what she was saying before. What she was saying before.
Ojo wole ma marry.
See, please, let's keep this conversation.
Off air.
I am walking out of this conversation.
Off air.
Your days are numbered.
Okay, you know that. No, Naomi and Abigail, they are my daughters, and I've told them, I've given them a deadline. Abigail is my second daughter. Naomi is my first. And I've given them a deadline by December.
She never conceived you.
I'm an infant.
You are my fetus. And I've given them till December. Yeah, they know what we're talking about. Okay. Now, Abigail, are you afraid of being old?
See, I've forgotten the grammar, the phobia name. I actually had it.
Wow.
Yes. I've written about it a couple of times. I actually have that fear of growing old. I think it stemmed from looking around me and feeling like I was underachieving.
Okay.
I'm thinking if I still get to this age and things are still not working out the way I've always imagined it, it means I've failed. I know that as a woman, there's once you're close to 30, it's like as if you have expired, you have expired. You get. people just start to look at you.
So
So
you're not even close to 25.
I
Oh,
find-
you say
wait now. No. I've had this fear, not just recently. I've always had it for a while, like that. In fact, I was specifically afraid of turning 30. Let me just put.
Oh my God.
Because then again, I think the women around me, the women I grew up around, their lifestyle did not help me. It's not like they lived a rough life. They're very good women. But it's the fact that I saw women achieve so much on their own, in their jobs and all of that. And because they were not married, they were just unhappy. And a lot of them settled. And I can tell you, all those men, they've all divorced. Because it was not the kind of person they really want to marry. They all settled because...
Wow.
And they've all left. They're all abroad now, living their lives with their kids. They finally got that happiness, right? So it always felt like the success of a woman was always on something. It just had to be on something else. So I used to feel like if we do it, the unfortunate people I used to date gone. It's like when you go people I used to jam in life. If this is how it's going to be, and I get to this age and I don't have some of these things, I feel like I would have. I think I used to feel like I would be a failure. It would mean that I have failed, right? So I used to have that feel of turning 30 and not having those things. That's it.
Wow. Naomi.
Dominic.
As God will have it, Sha.
Yeah, Max.
I don't believe that.
Max, mommy. Are you afraid of getting
Do you
old?
know that I read something about people, single ladies who buy dogs, who own dogs.
now what again now? What?
Oh, continue, don't worry.
No, speak.
It's not me that wrote it or said it. I can't remember how I saw it, but
Paraphrase it.
I'll Google it. Don't worry, I'll find it.
Fear of getting old. Everybody at some point, you would have that fear in you that you're getting old, especially if you're not where you want to be at that point in time.
Yeah.
Say no. I don't know who gave us that thing that when we're in school we will say, oh, by 21 I'll be done with uni. I'll have served. 22 I'll do my masters. 24 I'll be married. By 30 I'll have my child. By
I'll be
34
scripted,
I'm
Abi.
done. And you're 29, you've never even do masters. You're just looking like, what am I doing with life? So it's things like that makes you like scared of going old, because you've given yourself a timeline.
Yeah.
And you not meeting that timeline will just put you under some pressure that will just make you panic when you're going close to that age. So it's inevitable.
Consola, the latest birthday girl. Now you are a year older.
How did you
Are you afraid? How did you feel?
No, but like going by like what you guys said, personally, I was just thinking. So why are we always excited when we're doing birthdays, clocking another year?
I don't.
On
no,
my 18th
do you
birthday,
know-
I cried throughout.
18th is far.
My
18th is far.
18th,
You
I
know,
was like, I'm a grown up. I wept.
I was excited for 18 because I was like, I'm finally an adult. That freedom, I wanted it. Where I was 24 in COVID period. It's toilet. I bought. In fact, that week, it's God that said I will not have hypertension. That week, I spent it looking at the sky, crying. I'll come outside in the evening like this. I will start thinking about my life. I'll cry. On that very day, in fact, I was inside toilet crying when I received a lot. The first gift entered was money. This is that people get excited for being called 12 a.m. I don't feel, in fact, nobody even calls me. I switch my phone off
That's something I did.
till the next morning. I don't want you to remind, because I don't know what state I will be in. That I cry. This when I turned 25, it's a very unfortunate event that surrounded itself. So I was not even in a good mood. I came here looking like as if I just came. Okay, in fact, I went black and black that this Sha was not asking me wow. So most times on my birthdays, I used to be very excited on that month. Like, yes, my birthday is coming. But you see, when it's nearing each other like this, sadness just comes from nowhere. I don't know. I hope it doesn't happen on my 26. Hey, God, hey.
You know my own experience. I used to analyze. Actually, generally my gender or our gender. There's this feeling that comes with aging, and you feel like, oh, I'm aging. Then you go and get retinol, cover up your face to make your face look younger, and all that. Then that apart. Then there's this calculation. There's this analysis. I love analysis. There's this analysis that, okay, you know that each time you celebrate a birthday, that is, you're adding a year, Abi. You're a year older. But a year is subtracting from the number of years you have to spend on it.
You're closer to the ground.
That is it. Okay, if God says, oh, you're spending 100 years on earth
And you have spent starting.
and you spent 30, next year you clock 31. That's you have how many years left? That's how that's the way. That's the way. No, really, but that is the truth. That's the truth. That's actually the bitter truth about it, about birthdays.
Yes, everyone's going to die, but it's not like we were thinking about when you're going to die.
As you're thinking of your birthday, yeah, you'll be happy about life. You and that's why we take that's why we actually take birthday like to appreciate God, that oh God, so I can still see this year, you know,
It's not because,
make me see the next year, you know, and all that.
Because, we're taking over. We're supposed to die. No.
Now me, are you afraid to die?
It's not that I'm afraid to die, but it's not that on my birthday, why would I be taking that? Oh, okay, I should have died, but I'm not.
There are people that
No, that
reflect
is
on the
that
fact
is why
that
exactly.
for
It's a
me, because
reflection.
every day, people you see sometimes you witness accidents. People get more.
Exactly.
The word of God said, I shall live, I shall not die.
Forgotten your own. Have you forgotten yours too?
Naomi.
She said Yoruba. Help me say the
Me
Yoruba.
ò ní kú bí kò ṣe
Say
iye.
iye. So regardless of whichever what, that's not the agreement.
No, but the thing
That's
is,
not the
it's actually a reflection, because you need to have a full reflection, and that's where achieving things comes in. Because once you discover that, oh, you're a year older,
Remember
you
your
don't
own
have
stuff,
much time to spend, then
incidents.
you should be able to reflect, okay, on your achievement. Even if you've not achieved anything at all, you shall have life. That's an achievement on its own. And you didn't get the achievement without God. It's with God. So you have life. So Patience Ozoko is now telling us that she's not afraid of being old, because people do all manner of stuff to cover up aging. She said it's good for them. You know, skincare, all those things to cover up the wrinkles on your face. I was looking at my hand today. I'm like, hey, oh, Oluwa. Like, if you want to know, Nami is looking at the back of her hand.
I'm still young.
Oh my God! If you want to look, I remember there was a time my hands were so fresh, like they were. But now, once I see them, like they are looking so. You can see them. It's housework. So she says that she owns her age and experience with her full chest and count it as an enormous blessing. Comments like, she now looks so old. She don't old suddenly. She don't
that's
get
part of
gray
the
hair.
problem. People will age. You know, these Hollywood actresses, this is why they just pump themselves with fillers and she feel like they used to do Botox and all of those things, because you can't stay young. Your body will change.
She's already old, so what she says she's not saying
No,
this.
no,
She's
it's
already
the
old
fact
now.
that people will
No,
come
it's
on
funny.
your
People were
comment
like,
section
what happened?
and
You're
saying
getting
you
old.
are looking old.
Your
But
face is
she
getting
old.
wrinkled. You have gray hair already. You know what happened? Mama, you don't hold finish. Oh,
Imagine.
they don't use you
She's
finish.
She's not 30, she's over 60. She's getting close
Exactly.
to 70. And you come on the page of such a...
But she was one that
For
wrote
her
about
age.
She was
For
one that
her
wrote about
age,
the
she
age
looks
thing
good.
now.
Yes.
She brought up
No,
the
she's-
age thing.
No, she was saying it that she got comments.
To use one side of your ear.
No, chill. Abigail, calm your.
Now, your need a slice of purple.
No, chill. no, sorry.
Cucumber.
It's not like someone just went to one of her pictures and made a comment about her being old.
She was
She
saying,
doesn't say.
yeah.
She started the whole comment about her being old. She's not afraid of being
She
old.
was referring to comments.
Comments.
She started
Actually,
the
yes, comments.
conversation. She
Reference
was
from
referring
the
to
fact that
comments.
She's been getting it, that people coming to say,
Oh,
Mama,
okay.
you
So
don't
I
dey
thought
old oh.
that's what I was asking. That she posted. I thought she posted a picture. Then someone just wrote, "Oh, she's getting old."
No,
She's not fine.
no.
Because she just
coming
coming
down.
What happened? You that know used to understand it once.
That's why I'm asking for clarification. There's
Be
no
coming down,
shame.
take you people. Don't bring down the studio.
There's no shame. There's no shame in clarifying.
So and that's actually the way it is, and I just imagine a 60-year-old woman, so that people
She
will
looks
not.
good for
She
her
looks
age.
good.
She's no longer wearing makeup. But yeah, she's to put makeup now. You will still. She looks good. For
She
her
no
age.
longer. She no longer
Everybody
wears
cannot
makeup.
have even the Ketension that we are admiring. Oh, she's 40 and rocking. Let her get to 60. You will still see the difference.
Exactly.
It will show.
To tell, age will
Okay,
tell.
do people go to Pete Edochie's page and say, "Baba, you don't the old do"?
I wonder.
Been old my whole life.
You get.
It's been
But
old
they
my
do
whole
this a
life,
lot
so-
to women, and it's like, but the person will naturally age. Why do we keep shaming people
I
for
don't
age?
understand.
You want to abuse a woman, you say, old cargo. Yeah, old. That's the best you
I was
can
actually
do.
saying. I was saying it sometimes ago. I love gray hair. Like I love gray hair. Like I don't know. I don't know this. I really love gray hair because I wonder how. Okay, take for example, I'm talking about the gray hair, so that people will not say you're old. You go dye the hair. You go then the texture of your hair starts to spoil. You know, and all that. Personally, I love. If I have gray hair today, hey God, I'll throw a special party for everyone on Lagoon Radio. Hallelujah, somebody.
Well, wait.
Koisola with the gray hair. So that's the way it is. So aging is not unattractive and is not undesirable. It's a natural thing because life is fleeting. Like I said, it's fleeting. Let's just get it straight. Each year you clock +1, life is fleeting.
Are they aging backwards? Do they look like what they look like?
I wonder and I shudder.
They don't. So it's just that people are very rude. They don't know how to censor themselves. They don't know what to say and what not to say. There are pictures, honestly, there are times I will see some celebrity pictures. I'm like, I'm on this person.
Look at
Shola. You know, you zoom it in and you're seeing the wrinkles and like, wow, this person is really aging. She's coming to now say,
but you cannot come and say.
Rude.
Even I looked at Shola Shobowale, King of Boys.
I can't say eye is falling.
You know,
thank you.
The wrinkles,
the
everything, it
really
fits
so
her.
much.
And
so it's a natural thing. It's like abusing me for going to poo-poo. It's a natural thing. What will I do? Should I hold it and explode?
Abina.
I will have to poo-poo. It's natural. So when
I feel like it's just to females actually.
That's exactly.
Because
you
my gender.
If you look at RMD for instance, people will say, "Oh, this person is never getting old." If you look at RMD,
in person, most of those pictures are edited.
But I feel like that kind of stereotype is to females.
It's mostly to women, and it puts a lot of pressure on us.
Exactly.
Honestly, it puts a lot of pressure. You're always trying to look. There's I don't know. I used to get this story for. So there's a woman I used to work for that year. She turned. In fact, I saw her YouTube video. She turned. Is it 70? Yes, because then she used to hear me hear word. Do you know what I am?
Show my age, meaning.
I have grandchildren. She used to hear me hear word. So there was a time I went into her office to tidy up, and I saw injection. I think that was the first time I was seeing those injections. That actually keeps you young. Like it's a liquid, they inject it.
Like
it's
a
like
shot.
vitamins of thing from China that it's supposed to make you anti-aging. Anti-aging, that kind of thing. And I'm like, how many of these things will you take? For how long?
Can't sustain you. Exactly.
You get so for how long will you take these things? And there are people that live on those things. You know what's funny? The people that put so much pressure on themselves to look young, they're the ones that look horribly old. Because it's like as if your mirror now lies to you. Honestly, because you look at yourself in the mirror, okay, try this. When you buy a new product, maybe a skincare product, and use it for the first 2 days, you feel like you've changed. You feel like you're yellow or your whatever the skin tone is. But after a while, you're still there. Honestly. So there's this impression we give, there's this feeling we have when we start trying things, right? And every other person can still see you, normal you. But it's just you and your mindset. So the moment you can work on your mindset that I'm pretty, old, young, whatever, I'm beautiful. People's comments won't hurt anymore. It will always hurt too, but you can let it go easily. It's painful. Very painful.
Sorry. Mirror on the wall. Who is the prettiest in it? Who's the first of them all? Yeah, let's show the faces. Mirror on the wall. Okay.
I don't want to feel like that.
All right, so basically just enjoy your years, the years you've been blessed with. Enjoy it fully, to the fullest. No negative vibes. They don't feel kill your vibes.
I used to wonder if, I don't know if I said it, I used to wonder before if elderly people could still enjoy, live on the other room. Right? I just feel like if you get to a certain age, you cannot engage, you cannot do. But thank God for exposure and learning and reading.
Is she in school?
She makes research, personal research. She goes out to speak with elderly people.
I've come to realize that they do live their life. Some young guys still got those them. So they're fine, honestly.
But it's never the same thing as the way when they were young.
See, look, at every stage in life, there's just something peculiar to that age. Yes, you cannot hang your leg up higher than a game ball.
I remembered when I clocked 30.
But there's
I'm almost sick, girl. As in, I felt so ill. 30. Hey, Story for another day.
Life is in
Since
phases, just-
that year now, I've been looking at my hand. My hand have started to wrinkle.
I saw.
But I'm not bothered. I'm less bothered because it's a matter of age and experience. Like it's not easy. It's not being
You know, there are people that will say that if they look at the person's hand or leg, they will know the person's age. And I'm like, come and look at my hand. Come and look at my leg. People that have bare ancestral leg, those are that wrinkles naturally. You now look at them and now say, oh, this person is 100. Right.
At the bottom line of everything, respect the elderly. Oh, my age, me. Respect the elderly. Okay, now on to how social media affects the lives of young people. Dominic.
That thing sounds
What's
like
your question?
it sounds like debates that coincide or project that they will ask coincide
Yeah.
to write. in school.
That was just a statement.
Can you tell us how social media affects the
your
lives
life.
of young people? Okay, how social
They say
media
young
affects
people
your
face
life?
her now.
Young people.
We're all still young. Me, self, I'm young.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I am old. No, I am old.
Face the infants that you have.
I am old.
Consola, tell us how has social media affected your life?
So you look me funny with the grey head on my head.
What's grey? The beach,
I have a grey hair.
She has a
With
strand.
telephone wire.
It wants more than that we've on your hair.
That father. Take it back.
Okay, social media, well, it doesn't have effect to me because I live on social media, so that's
that-
It doesn't have. It has an effect.
Positive
You run your
effects, yeah.
business there.
Yeah.
your-
positive effect.
Your life is literally there. Your source of income is there. Your work right now.
Is there.
This is it. We're on social media.
Peace out, peace
So
out.
a positive effect.
So tell us
That's
how.
it.
Positive, how?
I'm making money none.
What's more positive than that? You're making money. You're touching lives. You're impacting people.
Whose lie did you touch?
She
Yes,
runs training.
Oh, it's true. I forgot to say.
She's
When
even
you- when you
she
put
she
it
runs
like that,
training.
it first
Yeah.
sounded somewhere in my ear. Like no one's always there touching lives. You know, we're a ministry. I run a ministry.
What we're doing, we're touching lives.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is the ministry. So,
Abigail,
Abigail,
reconstruct.
see? And yes, you open your mouth.
I'm
Actually, I'll go to pharmacy.
feeling attacked. Right.
Honestly, basically, social media is making most people compare their lives instead of appreciating everything they have and everything they are. Like most things you see on social media, they are not real; they are fake. Take for example, okay, case model. Maybe she did a bridal job, like a modeling, not the real. And someone just sees that. The person will be like, "Oh, this is how I want to look like on my wedding. This is how you now go and you go bankrupt or you go and borrow money."
See, that's the mistake most people make. Yeah.
Yeah.
I package my life. You see it, and you now say you want to live up. That's not. It's not.
That
my
is
fault.
it.
So if me, I package myself in a way. Then I post. They now come and say it's fake. It's not fake. I'm not living my fake life. That is the way I am.
I just
No,
feel
yeah,
like it's still,
yeah.
it's still ignorant.
But that, yeah, but the other person will now want to.
like do
That's
that
what I
way.
meant by fake. The other person will now want to do like, oh, I want to be like this person. I want to, it doesn't make sense
They
at all.
They only see the glamorous part. They don't.
Exactly,
See the
exactly.
They think everybody's life is just rosy.
Exactly.
Being an Instagram baddie. That is just being ignorant because nobody's life is smooth. Nobody has the perfect life.
Because problem no they finish.
never finish.
Everything
can
on social
never
media is
finish.
packaging.
So
That
it's
is
packaging.
it. So it doesn't make people are really attracted to the flashy side than to the real side.
Because I feel it is how the society has made it to be.
Mm-hmm.
Because now the society is like, at my age now, I should be married, I should be my husband, I should be driving some mother's car, I should be in a mother's place. But I'm not there.
And it's some sort of fake it till you make it.
So it's more like it's the society that's actually pushing that mentality to social
Young
media.
people.
Well, we are the society.
Yes, we make up the society, but then
We're doing this.
Culture,
we're putting
the
ourselves
society.
under undue pressure. I think there was a time Instagram once announced that in some countries they were not going to be making your likes and views visible, so that
Visible.
people are not intimidated by what they see.
Yeah.
Right? And Well, it's the individual, because it means if you're like that about what you see on social
Exactly.
media,
Is this
how will you
okay
be?
generation?
How will you
Not
be with somebody
them
who's
Koisolas
next to you?
generation. Then Gen Z.
Come again.
Then Gen Z.
Come again.
It is them that are having that issue. You know that, right?
Yeah, the ones.
It's
I feel
still
like
people,
it's
you
just
people.
it's
Kylie
just
Jenner.
those that don't know what they are
Excuse me.
doing. and
Hello,
they're
I'm a millennial.
ignorant.
What?
Excuse me.
Hello, I'm a
Which
millennial.
Excuse
I am
me.
a millennial.
Which
Why are you
Ede
doing you
Bonny?
people like
Millennial or not?
What's the
You
problem?
are listening.
Let the battle begin.
I accept you with my full
How much
chest.
it has- they are the
But
ones.
then,
They are the ones.
hello sis.
Ah,
They are the
I'm a
ones.
different.
ah.
I'm
They are
a
the ones.
different.
Oh.
Yes, okay. I'm a different. I'm not moved by social media pressure. I'm not moved by what I see. I'm not so anyone that chooses to move by what they see is freaked out now. Oh, wow,
Because it's
on
this
your own.
generation.
I'm not
Yeah,
moved by what I
question,
see.
Own.
No.
What's your question?
It's a different topic from what we are talking. So if we should round up this
Be
one,
like
also
saying
ask
this
question.
your own topic today, just
Okay,
imply.
let's just round up the topic and
the question I want to
like I have some comments here.
So you
Comparison
don't let her talk.
is
I don't
no
know.
after this she said is not in line with
She
the
can take
topic.
it to
So you
the
can
end.
take it separately. We'll treat sister Abigail. We'll treat your matter at the end of the Bible study. So comparison is the thief of joy. When you discover that, for the fact that someone is succeeding doesn't mean you're failing. You know, when you discover that, you have peace and you don't need to compare yourself with anybody. Then the bombshell of it, only God knows what you have collected from people and since yesterday now. Manchester United receiving something huge. Something huge.
Sorry, I don't know, probably because I don't understand this whole Man U and everything.
Okay, let me just explain to you. There was a match between Man U and Liverpool yesterday, and Man U was flogged hands
ended in
down
premium
and
tears.
ended in premium 5-0.
There's always someone that will lose, somebody will win. So
But the lost, the lost, the lost. I mean, I felt it. I felt the loss. I felt
there's
the
always a
loss.
loser in every football.
Well,
No, if it was a 1-0 this thing, it would have been better. But 5,
Like when Chelsea beat
5,
Newcastle 7-0.
7-0.
That's a disgrace.
What's 5? 5-0.
5 to 7.
5. It's 5-0.
I'm saying, I don't say what's between the 7-0 and
literally
The two is same.
Whoa,
You said the two is same.
don't bother.
Go difference. Poor.
Can I ask my question?
Carry on.
Thanks. So, since that you are the one that is married here. Question is that, okay, sorry, you're Max, my word. How is daddy Max? I want go. Anyway, so I saw this on social media. So I thought we were actually going to run into it, but since time is going, so I just like, so if you and your husband travel to Canada,
Calm down.
Coming down.
Oh yeah, now.
where you and your husband,
Only-
you do
only
travel
adjust.
abroad, maybe Canada or what country, France, what somewhere you
Name it.
like, anywhere.
Okay.
And for one reason or the other, you now deport Baba, deport
Okay.
your husband.
Okay.
You are safe, you are fine.
Okay.
As a good wife, as a virtuous woman,
Okay.
as a submissive woman.
Will I travel back
As
to
a
Nigeria?
Proverb 30, what Proverb 31?
Proverb 31.
As a Proverb 31 woman, what would you do?
What would I do?
Yeah, your husband went together as a family.
Relocate,
Now deport him.
now deport him.
And they left you.
So
What would
will you come back home?
I can't come back home now. Yeah, truth be told, I can't come back home because we went there for a purpose. We actually went there for a purpose. And I believe we would have had a lot of discussion before going over there. And if peradventure it was deported, we'd have to settle things between ourselves. We're just to, let me not use among. We have to settle things between ourselves. Okay, because I believe it's an opportunity for us, for one of us to be there.
What if you were
But
the
you know
one
you
who was
can
deported?
never
If
come
I was
back
the
to that
one,
country.
if I was the one,
were
if I was the
deported,
one
would
who
they
was
expect you
deported,
to stay and
you
fulfill.
know-
that's why I said
Never.
it depends on understanding.
Of
If
what?
I was the one who was deported, it would stay. You know, let me tell you something. There are a lot of. Let me now bust your bubbles. There are a lot of times. That's why I said it depends on what you're going there to do. That I was deported doesn't mean I won't go back there
You
again.
can't go back there. If they deport you from a country, you can't enter that country back.
Then I can
to
file for
neighboring
another
country,
country,
another
a close
country.
country. And he can even come to meet me
And depends
there.
on why they deport you, self.
That is it. That's why I said
Because
even
they
the reason
deport
for you traveling,
But then
number
you go
one.
back,
The reason for your traveling is number one.
So,
And number
so you
two.
now leave your husband. How will you take care of him?
Abigail, let me tell you something. Before I married my husband, he's been taking care of himself.
No, see,
And-
when a man finds a wife.
Listen, and basically,
work
see,
on this
a lot of us, a lot of women, let's get this right. A lot of women, or let me say, a lot of couple, maybe man or woman, we've actually allowed this thing to enter into our head, and we fail to leave one place. If we have an opportunity, if one of us has an opportunity, to actually progress, I believe the other person
the
should
good of
support. It's for the good of the family. But once you now start thinking, hey, once he goes, oh, he will marry a Yoruba woman and leave me alone, no, this one, that one, is your life basically centered on him?
But what I'm saying now is who will meet the needs, the marital needs? How will you do it? How will you? No, you're not gonna consider
Basically,
that.
I've not had that experience before. I've not left my husband. I've not left my husband for more than a month. And even the 1 month, I went to have my baby. Then I came back after a month. So I've not left him for more than that duration of time. So I don't know who will meet. But talking about kitchen, for you to feed, for you to eat, abba now, maka, why? So life goes on. That's just basically. Personally, if my husband has the opportunity to travel out, I'll support him with my food chest. Okay, just go. I'm supporting you in my prayers.
It's different. If it's a different case where he's traveling.
These are the two of you went
for like
I
a
don't
vacation.
In
or
fact,
something.
your family
understand.
don't toast. Shares landed.
No, there's some countries like now. Let's say if they deport you in the UK,
Yeah,
I'm sure there's some other countries
That will also
you
not
can't
accept
get that
you.
won't accept you.
yeah.
So deportation is not just say they send you go, but they not suspend you. They expel you. Before that country even want to give you visa again, it will be difficult.
Me-
So,
And that's
I
why-
just feel like, well, for me, I'm not having a husband yet, but
because why do you always make it easy for me to just want to eat that? It's like you always
but
say
then, hello, I'm my partner.
Please, can we just end the show right now?
okay, let's say
They deport somebody.
my partner again.
Let's share the grace.
So basically, what I feel the solution to it is just communication and understanding. That's the basic thing.
So
You
you
can't.
not it will not pay one person.
No, it will definitely. It could actually.
What if you go back and two of you reapply to somewhere else to get
That is better.
It could actually.
So
It
you
could
go
actually.
back.
Or why not stay
better
there
if
and
you stay there
apply?
and let him apply. Then you both move to where you're applying to.
That is it.
Simple. So
these are not-
so the way you've already
These are not the Proverbs
let's say
31
chill.
For the fact that you guys
chill,
plan
chill,
to
chill.
go somewhere,
We plan to go somewhere,
unforeseen
'cause,
circumstances happened.
So wait, we plan to go to this place, but then
Yes.
so we've already started building our life there. Then you go and miswork, you go and misbehave. Then I expect you. So you not expect me. So
No,
you,
this was
so
not on
chill,
the
chill.
ground of
If-
misbehaving. The instant she
If they
did.
deport
we
you,
don't
you
know.
can
No,
never
just
do anything.
We're just
good.
saying you were
not
deported.
If they
the
deported
reason.
you, you did not do anything good.
Yes.
It's not like you were being a good citizen and they decided to deport you.
Okay,
No.
before yeah, I think our time is up. Naomi, what would you do? Would you come back to?
What's my name?
Okay. Abigail, would you come back? Abigail, would you follow him?
Now my name dey paper.
Will
you follow?
Abigail,
My
we go.
lawyers will contact you.
Your lawyers will contact him. Can you imagine?
Here we go back home.
So that means basically you're not following Proverbs 31.
She will go back. She's a proverb. No. Proverbs 31 says she be mugu.
Her baptismal
Probably she's Proverbs 32.
name is Ruth.
My lawyer that will contact us.
I mean, before the husband reached the court, Abigail would have deported herself. She was waiting for the airport. She was waiting from the airport. When they deport you, it's what you're holding. You can't go back home.
Yeah.
From the way they carry you like that.
That's what
Go.
Wow.
free flight back home.
Because he finished. No
So
problem.
this one not help him pack on the load. They'll go. She wait for him now, but
All right. Our time is actually up. That'll be all on today's afternoon drive show. I think we need to continue that. Watch out for episode 2 tomorrow, same time here on Lagoon Radio. Don't forget our social media handles: Facebook at Lagoon Radio Nigeria, Twitter and Instagram at LagoonRadio.Ng, and of course our YouTube channel LagoonTV. Turn on your notifications and also subscribe to our YouTube channel. I still remain myself.
Remain me. Be me. Remain yourself.
I still remain myself, the one and only Simidele Oke in Lagos. Any other Simidele Oke is a counterfeit. Have you seen any other Simidele Oke? Talk true. Where? What's her hair now? Go and meet your partner. All right. Use your own mouth to introduce yourself. Like, they sign out with your own mouth.
Good evening. My name is Alao Coins.
Welcome to Family Matters. All right, and I have here with me Dominic.
Abigail first now.
Okay.
Anyway, when we started the show,
N.A.
when we started
Abigail,
the show, we came like
now.
this.
N.A.
Well, thank you people for joining us. We appreciate you. I don't have a tough thanks. We come again tomorrow. Thanks.
Dominic.
I support all the motion.
Yeah, Max.
Standing committee.
Set of hoodlums. All right, it's a bye from us to you. Do have a pleasant day ahead.